What's up guys, Reefer NYC back with another video, and today we're doing a quick update on the Fragbox Reef Casa frag tank. This is the 6-gallon frag tank. As you can see here, it's sitting right next to my big tank, which is over there. But yeah, just want to give you a quick update on some corals that are in here, and also just the overall review of how I find this tank for my needs actually. So what we have is the 6-gallon tank. Some modifications that I've done. I've added the flipper auto top off. As you can see on the top, right now it's empty. But basically, if you ever want to set up an auto top off, I know Reef Casa makes one, but also Flipper has one that sits on top of the tank. So what you do is, once you want to put more water in here, you basically take off that little knob on top, and there's a hole where you can funnel in RODI water into there. So when I have it full, it lasts me about, I would say, a week or two before I have to put more water in there. I'm going to take this off real quick to show you the back chamber. So in the back chamber, I'm not running any media in the back. I've upgraded the pump to a CJ pump. I forget which version it is, but the CJ pump that's running in a center chamber, and then I got some flexible tubing from the center chamber into the return nozzles, as you can see here. These are the VCA random flow generators that are powering this tank. I also you can see from this tank that a lot of flow is going on here. With this upgrade of the return pump, but also with the nozzle, it was giving good enough flow. But if I'm running like SPS and other hardier corals, they definitely want more flow. So I added actually a great white wave maker into the back there, as you can see, which is basically blowing all the detritus and gunk and algae out of this main display into the back. As you can see right now, we have some gonnies, got some shrooms, some SPS, some toadstools. But usually I keep this, I don't keep it stocked as much, just because whenever I sell things, it goes pretty quick. But right now we have some stuff that are just growing out that I have in this tank. But also I could actually put some more SPS because my big tank has been growing really quick. But overall, very happy with the setup. Another upgrade I've done is add the pixels, the Illumagic pixels, to this tank. I think I'm currently running the Fragger version of the pixels. So basically one is good enough to light up the entire tank. You could definitely put 2 on there if you're running more corals from the back and front, but most of my corals are in this section, so we just have 1 pixel in the center. What else can I say? I do water changes maybe on this maybe once a month. We go about halfway, so maybe about 2 to 3 gallons worth of water to replace. Like I said, we do the auto top off. But yeah, I've sort of used it as a quarantine kind of system too. Whenever I get new corals, I'll do a dip, clean it off a little bit first, and then I'll put it into this tank before it goes into the main display. So I like to keep it in this tank for maybe about a week, just to monitor it, see how it's doing, and then dump it into the main tank. But overall, super simple to get this set up. Everything was pretty much plug in and play. The upgrades to this tank aren't really necessary, but definitely good to do if you're going to run this long term. There are different upgrades you can do to this. You can probably put a screen top on this. I don't have any fish in here, so I don't have a screen top. But if you have any fish, you could put a screen top. I've seen people add a back cover to this just for evaporation purposes. But I mean, overall, very simple tank. I think at a minimum requires like 4 plugs. So we got the heater, return pump, light, and I feel like I'm missing something. 3 plugs actually then. Heater, return pump, light. Yeah. And then you're good to go. You could do the wave maker as number 4, but not necessary if you already have a really strong return pump. But yeah, I think that's about it. I was gonna do a hybrid kind of tank. Haven't gotten to that area yet, just because I don't like the rock work that's on this side. So I gotta figure out what kind of rocks I want to put in there. and then do like a hybrid kind of scape where it's actually a little mini reef on this side and then frags on this side. But we'll get there eventually, no rush. I think another thing that I would love for this is like a mini kind of algae scraper. I've had this algae scraper for a long time and actually works really well. They don't make these anymore. They've been discontinued like years ago. But you could definitely get like a flipper nano or a flipper magnetic scraper, or even the platinum scrapers where it's the wand where you could just scrape around. So that works out really well, especially for the bottom of the glass. The flipper scraper, you could just push around on the bottom if you don't have any sand. But yeah, overall very happy with it. No issues. My only concern, which is pretty big concern for me at least, is that when you have the wave maker on, you can see how close it gets to the top over there. Without the wave maker, it's sitting pretty low. But with the wave maker, since it's hitting this side, you can see how high the water can get. So they definitely take that into consideration. If you're trying to put a wave maker on, put it maybe on a lower setting. But like I said, it's not really necessary to have a wave maker on this tank. But yeah, guys, if you have any comments, any questions, let me know. Appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.